You were supposed to catch one on the first cast, you know that, don't
So I've ruined the day here by not getting
Yeah.
one first, huh?
There's one. Ooh, this is a good fish.
First cast of the day. You're just saying we're supposed
Maybe yours didn't count, that's what it was.
say it was your first cast. That was on the silver spinner, huh?
Yeah. Big silver Mips. Oh, come here, boy.
All right.
What do you
Number
think?
one, nice rainbow.
Big monster.
Pretty fish. What I was saying though about that wave is it seems like if you can get your spinner deeper in the hole,
Yeah, it helps sometimes.
especially if you've got one that's pretty. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, that's a good fish. Good fish.
Good.
Oh man. I believe I'd walk him somewhere. That's a good rainbow.
What do I do now without a net?
Now what are you gonna do? Let me see if I can help you.
I'm gonna get him over here in the slack
You can get him over there, you might have him.
That's got to be 13 inches, maybe.
Yeah, that's at least 14. Is that one going home with you?
Pretty fish. That's good. We got us a picture fish. We hadn't been here 5 minutes.
That's better than I expected.
Well, Dale said we would catch some fish up here. He caught one on the first cast. I caught one on the 5th cast, and it's the best rainbow I've ever caught in Georgia. This thing's about 16 inches long. We're off to a great start on the Chattahoochee River.
Dale and Brad were fishing a stretch on the river that runs through Chattahoochee WMA, just north of Helen in White County. You might recognize Dale from episode 37 of Gone TV. He and his father Jackie were hunting on Ossabaw Island and ran into a Gone film crew. After GON filmed Dale and his father taking a deer and a hog, Dale invited us along for some early summer trout fishing.
All right, Dale, we're coming up on this hole here. What would be your approach to fishing this? We're in the kind of the slack water down here, and it's deeper on the upper end. If you had your way, how would you go about fishing it, and where are the fish going to be holding?
Probably the fish be holding below that rock where the water comes around, and there's a deep hole in below it. And more than likely, that's where the more fish will be laying. The bigger fish seem to be up in the white water at the head of the holes. But I just fish the lower part here and just ease on around and then cast in below the rock and pull it across.
Just try and get in a spot where you can throw across and bring it through the deeper water.
Yeah, just kind of fish it a little bit at a time as you go.
All right,
and try to hit the best spots.
Let's try it out here. Where do you want to get?
Let's try it right over here
and
see what we can do. Matter of fact, we'll go around behind this limb.
Okay, try and stay out of sight.
Kind of stay out of sight, because this is a pretty open hole. Also, try to keep from getting wet. Ooh, there's a good one right there. We need to catch him. Oh, spring lizards, they're an excellent bait to use up here in these mountain creeks. These wild trout, really love them. The only problem is catching them. You can look under rocks all up the creek, and you can find them. If you're quick enough, you can get hold of one of them and use it. You ain't gonna believe this.
All right, another one, 2 for 2. It's another good fish.
I had a spring lizard on and just came up this nice hole up here and threw up in the head of it where the water comes off the rocks, and he just hit it several times, let him take it and set the hook, and that's pretty much what you can expect using a spring lizard up here. Not a lot of fish, but the fish that you do catch on them are really colored up pretty, and this is an excellent place to sneak up on one. You got these ivies hanging over you and a little cover. A big open hole like this, they see you come up pretty quick, they're gone. Maybe we'll be able to coax one out of here with a big lizard. I've always, when I trout fished, I tried to hide the hook. My daddy taught me that years ago. Never leave the hook shining. And sprinklers is about the only thing that I don't worry about that with, and it doesn't seem to matter. They hit it anyway.
Imagine a spring lizard looks like enough to eat for a week.
You're ready to go.
All right.
I'd start right.
The spring lizard secret weapon for big trout. We hope.
We hope.
Okay, we're gonna put this guy to work.
Throw it over there first, since I'd like for you to throw it way up there first, but let's fish. You're gonna have to get out there in the open to do that. So let's just fish below. Try to hit that rock over there with that lizard.
On the far side and bring it through the deep.
And just let it float right down through the deep.
So you're going back to the Rapala.
Yeah, I think I'll try it again.
You said you fish it with split shot?
Yeah, I like to put a couple of split shot about a foot ahead of it. And it seems to get it down faster. On the bottom, it kind of wiggles along the bottom, has a good action.
Gets it down
where the fish are at.
These deeper pockets a little better. Can you do the same thing with a spinner?
Sometimes.
Just depending on how fast the current is?
Yeah, it's got a lot to do with current.
So you're using ultralight gear?
Little UL4.
Zebco?
Yeah, little Zebco UL4 with a little quantum heat rod. 5.5 foot's what I like most of the time, or 5.5, 6. Yours is even a good bit smaller than that.
Yeah, this thing's only 4 foot long, but it's just right for flipping in tight quarters. You can underhand them.
Get under this brush and limbs, it works
that's
real
right.
good.
When you're walking along the banks, it's nice to have something short. And you said you're using 6 pound test?
Yeah, 6 pound.
Not too much in here that's gonna test you?
No, if you've got your drag set a little bit, even a good one's you're gonna do all right on it. A lot of people use 4, but that's just a little bit too small for me. Maybe the fish might not see that 4 pound test, but
you can't pull it out of the leaves across the river as well. All right, Dale, it's 3:30. We have come back down this section of the Chattahoochee. So far, we've got 10 trout, including one that'll go better than 16 inches. Pretty good half day. How do you come across a place like this? We haven't seen anybody here all day.
Well, it's best to get here early in the year, and you just kind of have to get out and walk. And just find, if you had a map that you could tell where the river leaves the road, that's the place to be. You just have to kind of go and try it out and see. You may find a good spot, and you may find nothing. You just don't ever know.
But you can count on it. If you're near the road, near a campground, you're going to have company.
You're going to have company. That's right.
Well,
but if you don't mind putting a little leg work in and getting into a rough spot, you're generally going to catch something like that. Like that right there.
That little guy was hammering it the whole time.
He sure was. Now, how many times did you let that go down through there before he ever finally hit it?
3 or 4. Did you see it hitting?
Yeah.
Come here, bud. So you have fished this hole before. Where do you expect to find the fish?
Well, the other day, we caught a couple out of the fast water, but there were also 2 fish laying right in the edge of this cut where the where the rock kind of has a cut in it. Like they lay right under that cut.
They like that shady spot?
Yeah, they like that shade. And also over on this, above all this trash and limbs, there were a couple fish laying over there. They just like these little pockets. They feel safe, I guess.
Do they get right up underneath the trees, or?
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Oh boy.
Getting over there.
Let's see how we do.
It's hard to get in there, and it's hard to get them out too. But
well, let's try it. Here we go. Whoa! Where's the net? All right. Pretty little rainbow. Nice red stripe down his side. And he stormed that thing. When you fish up here, you generally using artificials?
Yeah, most of the time. You can probably use corn and catch more fish, but I like to release most of them. And with corn, usually they swallow it. That's the bad thing about spring lizard.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll swallow it.
Yeah. And you're saying when you were up here last week, you caught 20 or 30
Oh
fish?
yeah, we caught 20 or 30 fish up here last week and released all of them but one. But it only takes a couple, 3 people coming down through here with the right bait to clean it out, and then it's done for the year.
It's right down here in front of me, and I'm afraid I'm under that branch.
You feel it?
Yeah,
happen?
he's still there.
Oh, is he?
We'll see if he's gonna hang on.
Let's just see what happens. Oh yeah, right under our feet.
He wasn't on.
Come here, little fella. You be nice and I'll let you go. You're going the wrong way. Turn around. There you go.
That was number 13. Well, Dale, we have had a pretty good day. We've got 14 fish, all rainbows, including one of the better fish you've seen up here in years.
Real good fish.
We've caught them on artificials, we've caught them on worms, we've caught them on spring lizards, which have been sort of our secret weapon in here. We're fishing the upper end of the Chattahoochee River on the Chattahoochee WMA. We haven't identified the exact spot, but it doesn't really matter. If you get your National Forest map out, you can find similar places like this. And bring your tackle box and some bear hooks and be ready to turn over rocks to look for spring lizards. Good luck fishing.